More free agency talk. Obviously, Draymond Green, we're waiting on him. And on his podcast today, he mentioned how there could be some twists and turns in free agency. He also mentioned that it's a family atmosphere with the Golden State Warriors, and he looks at it as if it's Michigan State. But the fact that he mentioned there could be some twists and turns in free agency, what is he talking about? I would be absolutely stunned if Draymond Green's not wearing a Warriors uniform next season.
So would I.
He's wearing a Warriors jersey. Yeah, no, he's a Warrior.
Done deal?
I mean,
I think it's going to be a done deal. Yes.
Well, let's hear from Draymond Green. We have some sound.
Yeah,
Jonathan Sack, who's producing his bad boy, giving Brandon Kerr a day off. Let's hear from Draymond on his podcast about opting out.
You know, I'm always willing to work with the team on whatever is best, especially at this point in my career. So my decision to opt out was for a few reasons. As you all know, I've always taken the approach of working with the organization. I've been in one place for 14 years. It's more of a family to me than anything. You're talking people I've built relationships with over the course of the past 14 years. I view Golden State more like Michigan State. Like, it's more like an alma mater for me, as I've been somewhere for 14 years. So when in a position to try to help better our team, to try to help better this organization, I am always intrigued by that route. You know, so opting out, I think for us, it leaves optionality. It gives optionality. You know, it allows to possibly do some things. You know, Joe Lacob, Peter Gruber, the ownership group has never been one to shy away from doing things that help this team get better. And if I can stand on that same side and have a hand in helping this organization be in a better position, I'm always willing to do that. You know, and so it gives everyone optionality with me opting out, and you know, we'll figure it out from here on what's the best course moving forward. You know, and so feel great about it, and you know, we'll see where it goes from here. But that was kind of at the meat of my decision, at the heart of my decision to opt out.
Thoughts? Starting with you, Monte? What's your thoughts on what Draymond just said there?
No, I mean, it's not surprising. He's right. I mean, obviously, you know, there's a flaw in his contention that he's always been willing to do what it takes because the Jordan Poole thing hurts the franchise. Okay. I don't care how you look at it. He hurt the franchise. But generally speaking, Draymond's always been good with the front office. I thought maybe, you know, there was a moment this past season when Mike Dunleavy had some mixed messages going on that Draymond kind of felt a certain type of way. And I understood why. You know, Draymond went pretty quiet for about 2 weeks there.
He did.
Uncharacteristically quiet, you know, and so I'm sure there was a lot going on in his mind. So I'm guessing that Steve and Steph and Mike kind of reeled him back in to where he put him in a position where he's willing to even entertain the idea of doing them a favor, so to speak. So, but it's typically it's not surprising that he would do that, but he couldn't say, you know, I'm trying to make room for LeBron, but we all know that the ulterior motive is to try and get LeBron to come over and play with him because they're so tight, and he's hoping it works. LeBron will decide whether it does.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be more shocked to see Draymond leave than LeBron come at this point, right? Like
I'm with you.
I see Draymond coming and not coming, but staying on a new deal. What that deal is going to look like is, I think, the bigger question, right? We just saw KP for his 2 for $40, right? And that kind of seems like an area that can be a Draymond Green contract too. You know, how will it be structured at the front end? Will it be a pure 2020? I don't think so. But if it could be more at that 17, 18, 19, then you're looking at more of the non-taxpayer mid-level exception for somebody like LeBron, and then you still have some openings there for some shooting. And then I just look at some of the contracts that you can get creative with. Moses Moody, they love him, love Moses. He has a really tradable contract. Add someone who is hurt right now at $12.5 million. Guy Santos, great breakout story last year, has a really good for both the Warriors and tradable contract as well too. So there is avenues for wheeling and dealing, no doubt about it. But as far as Draymond goes, it's about a 0.1% chance that he's not wearing a Warriors jersey going forward.